This is an AMI This Week shortcut.
We've got a 2-on-1 handicap match.
I'm Dave Brown for Accessible Media. Welcome into the Robert Hartley Arena. With the empty wrestling ring behind me and the empty seats beside me, we're getting ready for a big night. In a few hours, there are going to be fans jam-packed in this place, roaring, as Great North Wrestling presents Star Stampede, a big-time annual event. Wrestling is a very visual sport, but there are so many sounds that bring it to life too. And that's what we want to capture tonight, the sounds of a wrestling event.
This is a crash derby right now. This is Great North Wrestling on the Hannibal TV. I'm Zach McGibbon. Alongside me is Marco Rossi.
I'm Zach McGibbon. I'm the commentator for Great North Wrestling.
And now a reversal, though, throwing Leduc into the ropes. There's a takedown there, and Leduc has to roll right out of the ring.
Oh, my favorite sound has to be the impact of the mat.
Going in for the leg drop. Nice back elbow there from Catalyst. All right, and then picking him up, spinning around for that power slam.
You can tell by how impactful a move is by the impact it makes on the mat.
Got him up. Big suplex there.
You'll see the basic vertical suplex is essentially where you've got a guy in a headlock, you throw the arm around your neck, and you lift him by the trunks and lift him over your head, kind of hold him for a little bit, and then place him down.
And a jackhammer.
You can definitely tell when a suplex is impactful when it bellows across the arena, you know? And that's just what makes wrestling so great. That's why I love professional wrestling.
Come on, baby, get some of this! Woo, 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 woo! Get the moxie of Rick Steiner.
Zach walks us through a few moves, which we saw in a number of matches. He explains how a match starts.
Generally, they start up with the collar and elbow tie-up. So generally, both the opponents will engage where one hand will be on the opponent's collarbone area, and the other will be on the elbow, and both the opponents will do that. And both will try and get the advantage. One of them will try and go in for a waist lock, some maybe for an arm lock, some even for a headlock if you're a dastardly sort of guy. It's essentially trying to test the opponent's will to see who's got the upper hand in a wrestling match. Well, a knife-edge chop is essentially you use the back of your hand and you strike across the chest of your opponent. It's like a backhanded slap to the chest. And sometimes we'll see the diving elbow drop, which they literally jump from the top rope and point their elbow downwards and try to land on the chest of their opponent. There's a whole bunch of body slams you can see. Most basic one you'll probably see is a scoop slam, where they essentially grab the guy around their legs and around their neck, bring them upside down, and then throw them to the ground.
Big scoop slam.
The crowd gets pretty rowdy. Zach tells us about some of the things we'll hear.
You're gonna hear a lot of chanting. You're gonna hear, you suck, you rock.
No referee. Double feet and a big lariat.
My name is Hannibal The Death Dealer, Great North Wrestling Canadian Champion. I always like it when the crowd gets behind me. It's very motivating. It helps me in my matches. If I'm getting beat up, they can help me fight through it.
Hannibal has a super physical style, but there is one weapon he likes most.
I've used a few tables in my day, yeah. I personally like to lay someone out on a table and dive into it because I'm 275 pounds and that's a lot of weight, crashing into the person, crashing through the table.
But tonight, it was Hannibal who went through the table.
Look at this. Throwing him into the table, right into the apron.
To win a match, you have to pin an opponent's shoulders to the mat for 3 seconds. It's not that easy to do.
Going in again,
But after an impactful move, it gets a bit easier.
1, 2, 3, and that's it. Wow. Hannibal's able to retain the title.
For Accessible Media, I'm Dave Brown.
Hannibal retains the title.